go from this to this. Okay, so now that we have the main receptacle installed into the wall, we're going to come out here to the main slide where we're going to run our other receptacle. Right there, we're going to come out where all those wires are, and we're going to follow this black band that comes around. Then we're going to come up and follow this wire that goes right into this corner of the wall, and that's where we're going to punch in our new wire right through this hole that's right there. Put our new wire in and then run it across right here for the receptacle on the band. So what we're going to do first is we got to go under this underbelly here. We're going to have to remove the panel over here, go back there and see where all the wires are and find out where we can install the new 2 receptacles and run the power wire. So we're going to start that now. Alright, so we're down here in the underbelly, and we're going to remove these screws right here. And it will show us all the plumbing and wiring behind. And then we have 4 screws, one right here, one right there, and 2 right there. I'll move this first panel out of the way. So here's the back of the water manifold where all the water lines come through. You have your water pump for inside the house. That's the main water pump. It's got a filter and a screen right here. But this is where we need to get to. Back here, where all those wires are coming out right over there. That's where we're going to run our new outlet and wires. So, let's get back there. So we're going to move this panel as well, so we have more room to work with when we go in the back. Oh man, that screw's all stripped out. Look at that. So is that one.
I'm gonna try to get it.
Nice. Now we're going to remove the 2 screws holding the light in. That's right into a stud on the back, and then we can remove this panel. So this is what it looks like behind the curtain when you remove all the nice little trimming they put up for you. You have your heater ducts up in here, all your plumbing for your bathroom and shower, and you have all your electrical wires right here for your panel. And it just looks like a big mess. So we're going to clean up all this extra sawdust that they left here from the factory for us, and then we'll start working in there. All right, we're back on the inside, and right here is the electrical panel for this RV, located right next to this heater outlet. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the panel out of the way so we can get back here and run our wire across to come out the back side of this cabinet. There's no room in the back to put an outlet on this wall. Would have been nice to have it on the wall, but there's no room. So we're going to stick it right here instead. Remember, if you don't feel comfortable doing this part here, to get a qualified electrician. So this is the back side of the electrical panel. As you can see, they use this cabinet just as a cover to cover all this wiring, and we do have a lot of room in here where this AC duct is running through. So we're going to end up just running our new box right here on this wall. So we're going to wire underneath the AC duct, and we'll cut an outlet box right into there. And then we'll run all the wire from here and then one to the slide. And then we'll tie back in right into this electrical box. Okay, now that we have it all cleaned up down here, pretty much we're going to come right here where the toilet drain comes through, this flooring. We're going to shoot a tape all the way down here to the corner, come out the bottom side where where the slider is, and then we will pull the wire up here and shoot it into the box. So we're just going to fish our tape down in this corner like this, and then we'll see if we can find it underneath. So we just stuck the tape down the hole. We're going to grab it from underneath right now, and then we'll pull our wire through. Okay, so we're underneath the RV, and now we're running the fish tape from the hole, and we grabbed it right here. And we're coming across the frame, and we're staying underneath the covering here. So this is going to get all buttoned back up, and the wire will be inside, away from all the elements. And then we came out. We have the fish tape right here, and we came out this hole right here. So this is where we're going to pull the wire back through. We're going to follow this loom right here all the way across, and then we're going to come back through this hole right here to run our power. So let's pull the wire through. Alright, so we're tying our wire in right here. We're going to hook this over it, tape it off, and then we will fish tape it through the little hole. Now we're going to fish our wire through the hole of the frame of the RV. Okay, fish your wire straight through the hole and just pull it straight across, and then we're going to run it all the way to the panel from here. The wire from the bottom, now that we have everything connected from the bottom, we're going to pull the wire out with the tape. Just start pulling your wire out.
Let's go.
I need more slack.
Hold on, let me go on the other side. Pull it.
Need more slack.
There you go, pull.
There we go.
There you go. Keep pulling. Keep pulling.
That should do it right there.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got about another 1.5 foot.
Are those dikes right there?
And basically some slack.
Sweet. All right, now that we got the wire fed through the hole, we're going to come back here and poke it out to where it's going to be tied into at the next box. And we'll go inside and tie those all in right now. All right, so now we're going to install the receptacle right here. So we're going to get this, and when we come back, you'll see it all installed. All right, so now we're going to cut out the box, and then we'll install that. So make sure you measure twice and only have to cut once, because you only get one shot at this. Okay, now that we have our box in, we're gonna run our wire through it. We're just gonna lift up one of these tabs right here, pull our wire out, and then we'll tie into the panel from there with our wire. So it looks like on the back side. Here's our wire that we're gonna tie into there. All right, so right now we just turned off the power on this 20 amp circuit right here. So we're gonna use this 20 amp circuit, we're gonna pull it out, and then we're gonna tie in the new wire so that our outlets are 20 amp protected. And we're using a 12-2 wire for this. So what it looks like on the back side. Our wires already ran through. That's what it looks like back on the front side. Alright, now that we have all our wires pulled through, we're going to tie all these wires together, leave 2 stubbed out, hook up the new receptacle, and push it back in. Should be able to get it. So we're going to tie the grounds together, and then we're going to tie the neutrals together, and then the hots. While we're leaving some stub outs so we can put that into our outlet. Put a ground clamp on it. We'll put a ground crimp on it. Now we'll tie our neutrals in together, and then we'll tie our hots. Alright, so we have our grounds already tied back in, and we push that back, and we have our neutrals tied in, and we have that pushed back in with the tie. Now we're going to tie in our blacks. We're just going to put them all together, and really need to put all our black wires together, get our clines, and start twisting them tied. Once you have them all tied in like that, just get your wire nut. Cap it, tuck all the wires back, put your receptacle in. We're going with this 20 amp Decor plug, and we're just going to tie in the ground and the neutral, and then the hot. Okay, now that everything's tied in, we're going to push these wires back and then put the receptacle back in, and you'll see the finished product here in a second. Alright, so now that we have the receptacle installed in there, we're going to put the cover on. And like that, it's done.